exhibit in a historical location that they're actually trying to work with. We have the good fortune of being able to just create ours from the ground up.
Were they there?
Yeah.
So they're all, that's a big class.
Yeah.
So they're taking their, I'm on it, yeah, they're doing, look at their charts now. It's in a historical building, but we're not there yet. This is the classroom.
Right. Yeah, this is just
All
the
right.
classroom. She's like, just so you can see our side of things,
Okay.
is how she.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
I
We can share
know.
that.
So then we can share back. We can pull
Yeah.
some stills from this
Did
this
Margaret
video.
tell you that the reporter from the Santa Fe
Yes.
paper wants to come to the event?
Yes. So that's yes.
Yeah. So he's gonna write up something, but he's gonna come to the exhibit and then write something up.
The Santa Fe, yeah. So it's from the Santa Fe New Mexican. All right, so he'll be here on the opening night. The other thing you guys should all know is that we have from Monday at 1 o'clock during finals week until the show Wednesday
To get it ready?
evening to set up. We
Okay,
have a mini
excellent.
Mac lab totally to
Okay,
ourselves.
excellent. That's
So,
perfect.
Yeah,
We'll
so
need
we
it.
have time to do it, but I still think today we should prototype. But before we get to that, prototyping meaning I want to see what these look like back to back. I
So
want to
do
see
I.
how much space there is. I want to see what
And what gaps we'll need
and
to
what
fill.
gaps we need to fill.
Because I
Exactly.
can already, we're gonna have to fill the top part of that.
Yeah,
Like,
for
we should
sure.
black fabric, tight on
Exactly.
top, and then it'll be great.
Right. Right. We'll need to make
Yeah.
a materials list, and we have $100 to spend, so we need to start making a materials list.
And we've been working, Natasha and I have been back and forth emails, about pen and paper, how to format and all that, so I know she did a lot of
Great.
research.
Great.
And,
Excellent. Thank you, Natasha.
I don't know if we can use resume paper, but it doesn't cost that much. And it's a little thicker than regular paper, so it makes a nicer.
Dre might have paper we can use.
Yeah, and then we can just
Mhm.
not have to spend money would be even better.
Yeah, exactly. Dre might have paper we can use. She's already donating the paper. They're already donating the paper for Johnny's week tasting.
And that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So we'll have to figure out. Well, we're just gonna have to figure out how, like when we can print those. Number one, like we might want to get them printed a week before.
We need to print a week before just because if there's any problems, we
Exactly.
can work it out.
Exactly. We need them
And
printed a
then
week
we'll line it up
before.
on the floor,
Mhm.
and then we'll lay it up, like measure the wall, and we're
Okay.
gonna put each piece, and then just do it.
Okay. All right. Good.
And the good thing about paper, like if it does tear and all that, we can just kind of put it back. And then
Right. Just we
So,
paste it together.
yeah, you have like a little time frame of like
Okay.
making it line up.
Good. Okay. I don't see Gloria. Do any of you see Gloria yet? Okay, well, let's just go ahead and get started. So Cesar Chavez Day, you were all in on the email with Danny Hernandez, and he doesn't seem like he knows exactly what he wants. So I feel like what we need to do is just kind of propose to him what we're gonna do.
Okay.
And,
Do it.
and just do it. Because it doesn't seem to me like, he's like, well, first he wanted a video of Las Cafeteras. Then when I proposed it, he was like, no, that's actually not what I want. I want photography. Then when we were like, okay, photography, then he was like, well, I already have 2 photographers.
I know.
So I was just kind of like,
I got
okay.
it all.
That would be nice too.
And some audio.
So, right. So Johnny, are you still there?
You can probably
Yeah,
move
I'm still here.
closer.
Okay.
Or is that,
Um,
put it right here on this
yeah,
table, move it
okay.
closer to us.
I'm gonna move you closer to us. I just had you kind of out of the way for a little bit while. All right. Actually, maybe let's move this closer. I just want him to be able to see everyone.
I wanted this one.
This is fine. Let me just, get, okay, Johnny, I am going to stop screen sharing. And, wait a minute, it's saying share screen, which sounds like,
Do we have 2 typewriters?
okay.
I think we got it. I got those 2 chairs.
Okay, you have the chairs, I have the card tables and I have
Card tables.
the card tables and I have the, but I should make a list here for me to remember. But maybe one thing we could do is we can make sure we go
It's
over
weird
this.
because I can't see.
I have
this
There's a
typewriters.
list on the
Screen share.
2 times, okay.
Facebook one.
Are you still, what are
There
you
is,
seeing?
because I have the typewriters, you have the chairs, I have the tables.
You see yourself, Okay.
And I have one lamp, and Lauren has one lamp.
And then we could decide if we want to use podiums.
I think we should use podiums. I just think that they'll look nice, like to have the different levels.
Yeah.
We were talking about reaching down. I mean, I don't know. We could always try it as a prototype, like put them like that, because I think somebody's idea was to do them different heights. Or they can be all just from one to the other to the other to the other.
I mean, we have two of the white podiums and then
Yeah.
two of the taller black painted podiums.
That would be great. If we can stick to the black and white theme,
Yeah.
would be really good. With
We
just
need
the
to
lights.
think about getting, if there's any money left over, getting some paint on them, but that's far
I,
on
you
the
know,
bottom of the
I
list.
can probably look around my mom's studio and find some black paint.
And there might be some in the
I
lab
think
too.
that could be something we can just go through our stuff to find.
It's hard for them to see everybody, right?
Yeah,
Unless we're back
that's
there.
Lamb,
Let's
me,
just do here. This is fine.
one times
Hey,
lamb,
Johnny, sorry I lost you when I tried to change out
Lauren.
screen share.
times one
All right.
lamb.
All right. So Johnny, what we started talking about was Cesar Chavez Day, and I believe Allie's going to be contacting you about what she's doing down south for Cesar Chavez Day. So we're just going to kind of talk about what the plan is up north here with you in Albuquerque. So just kind of hang tight for that. Okay. All right. All right. So I think we should propose 2 people on video, and that I'm going to say is going to be
I would
Tara
rather
and
do
Jake.
photography. if I
You
could.
would?
I'm really enjoying photography.
Let me propose the video to Chris.
Great. You and
Yeah,
Chris
because
do
you have-
video?
because Chris is.
Great.
And I'm
Fantastic.
really enjoying the photography documentation.
Okay. I'm totally
Yeah,
down with
because I've
that.
been doing so much at UWC now that I'm involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to do that? Great. So you can do photography. You can do video. Natasha, you won't be able to be there on Saturday, right?
Well, I think from what I understand, Michelle's thing's gonna be in the morning,
Oh,
and your guys' thing's in the afternoon, right?
No, it's actually in the morning.
it's actually
In the morning? Okay.
It's at
It's-
10:30, right?
It's like 10:30 to, what did he say?
I'm gonna look it up now. What is the National Hispanic
Cultural
Cultural
Center.
Center?
Danny Hernandez is his name.
That's okay.
I was hoping it was in the afternoon too.
If you would look up that email from him.
Okay.
because- And then the other thing I need to do is get travel requests for you guys, so don't go after class today so I can do your travel requests and have you sign them, since you'll be driving down. Who's gonna drive? One, two. You guys wanna carpool with Matt again?
Is that home? Oh, yeah, that's fine.
All right, Natasha, you'll already be there, right?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be at that thing. Okay, all right, so you
I'll
guys
be,
will.
I'll probably be just driving
Okay,
with my children.
okay, fine.
Um,
Okay, so I'll go ahead and create 3 travel requests, but Matt, you'll be the one.
Yes, yeah,
With the
it'll be
car.
in my car.
Okay, very good.
And we can mail these, or do we pick them up from Mary, do I have to sign them and send them to somebody?
You just sign it and I'll turn it into Mary.
Okay.
Yeah. That's your voucher from the summer.
Is this our page, or a receipt, or we?
No, just.
So it
that
actually
whole thing I
starts-
turn into Mary.
I didn't find the email, but I have to search them, but the marcha starts at 10:30. The fiesta doesn't start till noon.
Right.
So they probably won't start the music and all that till noon.
Right.
I don't know if that would be too hard for you to get there though.
Oh, I have no idea, I just know the thing's in the morning, like at 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what time does it?
So following the march, the family fiesta at the center includes poetry, dance, community awards and exhibits, activities, food, keynote, music, live music, and las cafeteras, which by the way, we have them here Friday night before they get out. If anybody would like to go see las cafeteras, we're hosting an event here in town.
That's so great.
I'll give you guys a flyer.
I'll
I'm really,
be
really
out,
excited.
but that's
It will
exciting.
be in Albuquerque,
That Friday?
Friday night,
Yeah.
this Friday, coming like in
Yeah.
5 days.
This weekend.
This weekend. So basically, we're hosting an event at the spot and here in Vegas called See the Woman, Meet Una Mujer, and it's to raise money for the bond fund, the Family Detention Bond Fund that is based out of Texas by Raices, which is a refugee immigration education services that they provide. So when the women go into family detention centers, the bonds are being raised so high that they're unable to afford them. So this is an ongoing bond fund that they just keep by people's generous donations building. So when a lawyer gets somebody on bond, they tap into it, they pull out the money, but then they try to pay it back. So one of the women who was just released in February is Maribel Zayala, who is from Honduras, and she in October released a letter to the media that told them about the real conditions inside these detention centers. So she actually got out in February, so her bond was at $8,500. So all the money here is going to go in her name to whether to the bond fund that we're raising. So it will be an evening of poetry, of music. We have Patricia Crespin, who's a local playwright who took Maribel's letter and has made an incredible dialogue out of it, like an acto, like teatro. So we're going to have a young actress act out it's pretty powerful. And then we have Allegra Love, who's an amazing attorney lawyer from Santa Fe and who does a lot of pro bono work.
I know her for sure. Yeah.
It's like all the stars aligned or something. And Las Capateras graciously agreed to come and play, so on their way to Albuquerque.
Wow.
So we'll be hosting them.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty awesome.
incredible.
It's like a coup, you know?
That's
I'm like, oh my gosh.
incredible.
And we're having an art auction / bake sale, and all the money raised goes to the bond fund. And
I wish
if
I
you'd
would
like to be a part of it. Now, if you can't be here, you can still purchase a ticket for $15, and it is a raffle ticket. So the raffle will be one of my framed photographs of the hummingbird that's up against the sky that is used for the Forza, and beads, See the Woman beads. And so that will be, if you can't make it, you can still, and the tickets that you don't use will be donated to either a youth group, or we're trying to get the women from Adelante, which is the organization in Santa Fe. These are migrant women who flee violence and end up in Santa Fe and are usually come here homeless and undocumented, so Adelante helps them find resources. So we're trying to get some of those mothers and children here to participate and just be welcomed. And we're also offering tickets to the OB staff who just lost their jobs here in Las Vegas at Alta Vista Hospital because they closed the OB unit. So we're offering them free admittance if they bring their badges. So anything you donate, I think we're going to cover it on the tickets. And we only have 150 tickets because that's the capacity. So there's my spiel.
That's great. That's fantastic.
I've been hustling all morning.
All
I feel like, you guys seen Blues Brothers?
Yes.
When they're driving down the street
Yep.
with a big old mic, that's going to be me in like 3 days.
Okay. All right.
So I'm practicing, you know.
All right.
But it's going to be great. You can meet Las Capateras.
Yeah.
You can meet them. And they will be hosting a workshop that afternoon from 4 to 5:30, and I'm inviting you as guests to participate in the workshop. It'll be on social justice, racial activism, and it'll be, I can invite you as my guest to that. We're going to have United World College students, and I can get other students from other organizations to go. That's what they're offering at the spot from 4 to 5:30.
I'll be back from work at 6.
Yeah, so they do a lot of racial justice, social justice issues.
Okay.
So it'll be a great workshop.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. Well, Tara, you've been busy. You've been busy. Well, we had a good summit. We had we really featured program at the AmeriCorps Winter Summit, and we had Angela Mitchell, Alicia Casas, and Melissa Marquez, and Mimi and I up during the lunch hour talking about the program and talking about what they did as AmeriCorps interns and then what they're doing now. So the idea was to showcase that our program is in fact, getting people to move from these positions into meaningful careers. And so that's what the panel was about, and it was great. It was short, but it was great. And then Matthew was recognized for being an exemplary member. Woo! Yay, Matt! Yay, Matt! And Matt has gone above and beyond, as we know, and has helped both in class and outside of class, and has been doing a lot of work for, I think, 4 different organizations. So he's being stretched really thin in his position, and he's
Still not as hard working as Tara.
Well, which is something I need to talk to Lauren about. But yeah, I realize that it's a lot of, like, I think the more you take on, the more you say yes, the more you start realizing, But I'm okay right now. But I think after this event, I'm like kind of like, that it's Yeah, there's a lot. going on.
Okay, well, we can,
Yeah.
yeah, there's always room for talking about how to ratchet back and take care of yourself and through all of this, so, so we can have that
Especially
conversation.
after a big event.
Yeah, exactly, so we can definitely have that conversation. So, okay, so all of that said, I think today what we need to do is get these things down and look at them. One of them looks like it's taller than the other, so I'm not really sure what that's all about. Maybe the bottom piece is behind, but we need to figure out how, if we're gonna use these, how we're gonna make them work.
Right.
So,
They're completely unassembled, but the less unassembly, the
uh-huh,
better,
right.
just because it's complicated, but we have plenty of time.
We
Even if
have
they were
time.
really pulled apart,
Yeah.
we would have time to put them back together.
Okay, well, let's get them down and see what we need, does somebody want to keep a list of the materials we will need?
I have an open document.
An open
So I
document.
can just add to that.
Okay,
And this would be exhibit.
And we'll need a couple of sandbags to hold them down.
okay, good, okay, that's good,
And it looks like all the parts are here,
okay,
and they are it's just a framework, and then the whole thing holds itself together, right?
right,
So this kind of gives it that curvy body to it.
right,
So if we took this off, it starts to get more flimsy as pieces start coming off too.
right, so the more pieces that are attached to each other, the sturdier it is.
Right. But this isn't gonna
Okay.
fit through the doorway, like, you know what I mean,
It's
into the mini Mac
It
as
won't?
it is. Don't you? I don't think
probably
it
not,
will. I
well, we
think it
have to
will.
disassemble it, okay. Well, that's something we need to know.
That one will.
That
Right,
one
I don't
will,
think
but
that one
not-
will, because that's
Okay.
a bit taller than the door is.
You wanna
Okay.
start with
Well,
this?
Unless you flip it.
I don't know.
Probably
Oh.
flip it.
Maybe, yeah,
Well, we
maybe.
need a measuring tape too. You know, but flip it.
Okay, who wants to get some measurements?
Yeah, we need.
Because the other thing we need, not only measurements to get through the door, but we need to know what size the mini Mac lab is. And even though there's a class in there right now, it's an online class, so somebody can go grab a tape measure, I guess from Mary or somebody, and measure the mini Mac lab, because that's something we need to know too. Okay, so,
And you have the 2 chairs, right? So we're good
Yep.
for you?
and I've got the lamp, I've got a
We're doing
lamp,
all that list. We
Okay.
got that.
okay. All right, so
See if
so
Mary
why
has
don't
some
we,
dimensions already. Mary might already have the.
She
the
doesn't, I
measure
asked
the
her,
top.
yeah. So, okay, let's do, the first thing we're gonna do is let's move this couch out of the way so we can get these down here back to back. And Johnny, did you hear that we're gonna try to get your piece printed like a week or 2 weeks before? Yeah, so we're gonna try to get your piece printed like 2 weeks before so that we know we're ready to go with it when we print it up.
Just let me know if I'm sending you the original AI file.
Okay, perfect.
Did you want me to get back up?
Okay, that's
So remember,
perfect.
if
Yeah,
you-
just send the AI file
Just
and
take
we'll,
these
we have
off,
to
because they
export it
don't
as a
hold
TIFF
anything at all.
in order, for it to print on that printer, and we'll resize it on this end and print it on this end.
Sounds good.
Okay, very good. And then, did you hear that we actually have, from Monday at 1 o'clock until Wednesday for setup? I know you're down there in Las Cruces,
Get back here.
but,
I think so. If you can
is
move.
it, do you think possible that you could come up, and be here at least on that Wednesday,
If I can do it.
If not, we can move it
of
over
the
some
final
before.
show?
I should be able to.
Okay, so hold it by the bars, not this part, because this part comes out, so hold it by the bars.
The date is May, let's see, the 29th, I think is a Friday. So, would it be maybe like the 29th is Friday, 30th is Saturday. May 1st is Sunday, May 2nd is Monday, May 3rd is, May 4th. Yeah.
This will fit in the door easy.
Okay.
This will fit into the easy.
I should be able to do that.
You should be able to do that? Okay. All right, so May
Put it this
4th,
way.
Wednesday, May 4th.
On your right.
And whatever night you decide you're gonna, you wanna stay over, Wednesday night or the night before, let me know, we'll do another travel request for you.
Unless it falls apart, the better.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay? All right.
But you can see like where it starts
All right,
to
very
come apart as we move
Okay,
it.
so now we're just gonna do,
Yeah,
we're just gonna do
totally.
some setup stuff here. I don't know if you want to continue to, you know, if you have anything to work on in terms of your piece, or, I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out how you can contribute other than to just watch what we're doing over here.
I'll work on the image anyway, put all that text into all lines.
Okay,
That's nice.
good.
That would be really easy.
Text is not, I mean, you'd be able to blow it up, but it'll mess everything up.
Right.
It won't spell right, so I'll convert everything to all lines.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, why don't you work on that, and you can stay on, hang out if you have any questions, or we need to ask you something.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, very good. All right.
So this will fit in the mini Mac easy.
Oh, yeah, that will. Okay. And that's just, okay, so that's one piece. All right, and then how weird it is, right? It's like all this stuff in the back. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to block this somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this down then.
Pick it up and carry it over here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so there are sandbags here already. Good. Okay.
Right. Where'd that come from?
Those are debit.
She hid them behind the couch. That's smart.
Don't grab it by these, 'cause they fall off, they come out completely.
Okay, so
So
what
you
are
have
you
to grab
grabbing?
it by the bars in the back, so
Bars
it's
in the
usually
back.
easier to take these off. But if you can reach and grab it.
I can grab the bars in the back. Oh.
Hold on, it's
you
pretty
know,
top heavy.
It's really top heavy.
So
Okay.
maybe somebody on top should be up there to hand down.
Yeah,
And I
I don't want to stand on it, I'm like worried about it.
on that computer.
Somebody stepping on the computer.
Move equipment, move equipment. Alert, alert.
Okay, it will just be, we should take these sides off. Oh, yeah, sorry. Let's take this part off.
The side pieces?
The side piece. At least one, because it's just a little easier to move it around.
Whoops. Yikes, okay.
Maybe she just tilt it back this way. And just kind of let it fall into us.
Back.
Yeah. This way, look.
Okay. Looking forward?
Yeah, and then you
Okay.
guys can.
All right, got it? Okay, good, nice. Okay, let's, while we've got it, let's
Just
walk
keep
it this
moving.
way.
It's not too bad.
Okay, so then here, okay, so what I suspected was that there's not a lot of
Space in between.
space in between, so,
That's a good thing, right? We don't
Well,
want to go between.
well,
Oh, to
what
put
we
the table.
wanted was there to be like some, yeah,
Yeah, I think that, let's measure this out a little
I think
bit.
the
yeah,
tables will fit.
pull it
And then
out,
we can
right?
do some kind of fabric.
Yeah, but is this enough room for there to be a typewriter?
Yeah.
So we need to pull
These
it,
tables, I mean, it could come out maybe just like a
yeah,
touch.
that's what I would say.
And
like
then, because
maybe-
these tables are about this wide, like they're
Okay,
quaint little,
okay,
very vintage card tables.
okay,
Perfect.
okay.
And then the lamps could be here, one going that
The
way,
lamps could be
one
back
going this
here.
way.
Okay. Okay, all
I
right.
love it.
Okay, so good. So we've got, so that's one thing I wanted to see was
Can I
actually.
take pictures first and
spatially.
send to a,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
send to a
Yeah.
Leslie?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna
And
grab a tape
then,
measure.
so why, wait, here's
Your
something.
class can see our class?
Here's something, guys. What do we do about the fact that one is taller than the other?
What's that?
What do we do about the fact that one is taller than the other?
Well,
I think that's okay. We'll cover this with some kind of black. I think this part should be black and this part should be black. And it could be a fabric, it could be a stretchy fabric. And so it's just blackness.
All
And
right,
so it won't be that noticeable, because this will be
Okay.
the video will be, and this will be
Yeah.
where the podiums will
that's
be for
exactly what I
them
was
to.
thinking, because the size tells you what to put on the
Yeah.
side.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
and
all
then this will
right.
be
So we'll
podium,
make
podium,
use of
podium,
the
podium.
size.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this will be
like
texture.
the
Okay.
sensory kind of stuff, that'll be
Yeah.
the video,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
And then
exciting.
this is all
Okay.
black, it's like one big black thing, and
Okay.
then
Yeah,
table, the
okay.
light, and then
Okay.
you have the projection.
Should I
here.
go ask Mary if she has black fabric?
Yeah, and if she doesn't,
Okay.
there's a stretchy kind of one we can get, because Daisy did on one of her chairs.
Really?
And that, maybe that can be where I can try to price it so that it just kind of goes right over and
Yeah.
it's not like, we don't want it all loosey, like, it's
No.
just like we tacked it up.
No, 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 no,
Listen, that's
no.
gonna like almost make
Stretchy
it like
fabric,
stretchy
okay.
black fabric.
Okay, well, if you want to
Yeah.
price that out,
I
that would
can-
be great, because we'll need, who wants to measure? Because we're gonna need some yardage.
Yeah, I got some measure tape right here.
All right.
Great. So the back of this thing then is, so it's 9 inches wide. And then I guess we're gonna have to, from the back, see, it's gonna be longer this way, right? Because it's on the convex side.
Right.
Okay, so you wanna get on the other side and grab that? Yeah, good. And let's just do around, okay, so put it on the edge, on the outside edge, like that, yeah.
So like
Okay.
8 feet.
So 8 feet plus
Oh, yeah. So
9,
maybe
this
8 and
is
a half.
9.
Yeah.
Eight, this is 9 and that's 9, so that's 18, so that's another 1.5 foot. So 8 feet, so 9.5 feet. 9.5 feet
By,
by 9.5 feet by. Okay, that's 7'7", but we need to wrap it around on the
so
bottom.
another half. So 7.5.
And then wrap
Or
it around
8.
on the top,
'Cause we
right?
can always cut it.
Yeah,
We
let's
can cut it. We can
say-
always go over and cut. And if it's stretchy,
Okay,
we might even.
let's say 9.5 feet by 9 feet, because
Okay.
I'm feeling like we want to have plenty
Yeah.
to stretch it. So 9.5 feet by 9 feet, who can write that down?
I already did.
Okay.
Oh, great, Natasha.
And then here you go,
Okay.
Jake.
Then this one,
Oops, sorry.
now chances are we won't be able to find fabric that's 9.5 feet wide, right?
Right.
So it'll be probably 48
Yeah, it
inches
might
or
be
60
panels,
inches.
and that's fine too.
But that's
Because
okay.
we could actually work better with
Yeah.
panels.
Yeah,
Better.
okay.
That's
So we
right.
just know that we have to have, okay, this again, 8 feet plus, so we know this is 9.5 feet. It's the
Okay,
same,
same
9.5, and then we're just gonna do a different calculation for this. Okay, that's 5 feet, oops. Okay, that's 5 feet, and then 9, so then we know that's like 8. So let's just say 6 feet. So this is, again, 9.5 feet by 6 feet for this. Okay? And that gives us the fabric we need to
I think
take
it's
care
gonna
of
look
that.
really great because it's gonna be the only thing in the room.
Right, it's
Right.
gonna be the only thing in the
And
room.
then you're gonna have
So-
these tables
Yeah.
with lights coming from
Right.
behind.
Right, now Gloria's thing, here's what I'm thinking about
Yeah.
Gloria's piece.
Yeah.
Is that as you walk in the hallway,
Yeah.
and Johnny's posters are up, are wheat pasted up,
Yeah.
what do we think about Gloria's piece being on the walls lower than like where the, Johnny's will be up, there's like a natural
I don't know
barrier.
if he's still there, but I put that
Um,
behind the couch.
I know, no, he's,
I put that- Sorry, John, you're behind the couch.
Johnny's working on his piece, he's
Okay.
turning everything into outlines.
Okay.
While we work, okay,
Okay.
all right, so,
So
Gloria's
the
piece.
go at,
You have a picture
Standard
to
height, I
sketch on it? You
suppose?
wanna sketch this out first?
yeah,
and then Gloria's pieces above that?
so
Or
here's what
on the
I,
walls in the mini map?
so let's walk towards the mini Mac.
Okay.
Okay, Johnny, we're gonna take you with us. Okay. All right, here, take that. We'll be right back, camera. I know. Okay.
I think this is gonna look really good.
Oh, it's gonna look good,
It's
sure.
like, with just the right fabric, the black stretchy fabric. This is,
Okay. All right.
So, Lauren, let me ask you, for 16 Trauma, since I'm doing video, I just had a couple thoughts pop into my head. The back battery on the Pan 80 lasts about an hour and a half.
Oh, that's not long enough. Hi.
So I'm gonna have to see with Mary if I can check out an extra battery or two. And then I also wanted to see, is there like main things you wanted me to hit, or just get all of it?
Well, I think Danny was kind of like, we want to get Las Capitanas, right? So my guess is if you would maybe focus on them and then get some just B-roll, you and Chris are gonna, oh, Chris, because it's our Chavez Day.
Saturday.
Yeah, and I gotta do a travel request, so I'm gonna do it now. If you wanna come down, I'm gonna do it right after class, so if you wanna come down sometime today and sign it.
Okay, I'm done with class. Yeah. 4.
At 4, so come on down at 4, I'll
Okay.
have it for you.
This is for
This
last,
is for less, this is for your trip to the summit.
and do I need receipts to do this?
No, because it was just a day trip,
Okay.
so so it's just mileage, you're gonna get 88.56.
Okay, so that would just be put in my account, is that what's going on?
Usually it gets direct deposited, yeah.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
so I don't
Usually-
need receipts though?
No, you don't need
Okay,
anything.
because I don't.
No, you don't need anything, no, I would've told you, you don't need
Okay,
anything. No, this should just get, do you have direct deposit?
Yeah,
Yeah, it should just get directly deposited in your account.
okay, and you'll have the next one at 4.
I'll have the next one at 4.
Okay, great.
Yep, okay, great, thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, did everyone else sign their thing? Jake?
No, I haven't, not yet. Yep.
I did. Seems to be gone. Okay, I think that's it, because now we gotta put this stuff back.
Yeah.
And I think we got a lot of productive notes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, Johnny, so we're done.
I don't have
All
it
right,
on, just, I might.
So we're just gonna put all this stuff back.
Can I
but,
borrow your pen real quick?
But yeah, you
Weird
wanna,
pencil.
you know.
That is
and
perfectly
whenever you
fine.
get
I haven't
finished
seen
and
these
got
since
it-
middle
Have everything
I found it
outlined,
on
if you would just send us the AI file, we'll go ahead
These were
and,
all the rage.
we'll go ahead and get it printed as soon as we can, so we have that
I'd
that
explain
piece
to my
completed.
8-year-old brother what those were.
Okay, I'll get that to you this week for sure.
Okay, thanks, Johnny. All right,
Where do I
great,
sign?
and we'll catch, see, we're not gonna have class next Monday, because we have Cesar Chavez Day this weekend. So, I'll post on the Facebook page, just stay tuned, I'll post the schedule for the rest of for the remainder of the semester.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, all right, okay, take care. All right, Johnny, bye. All righty,
So the doorway is
yes.
6'8". And this thing is 7 feet, 2.5 inches.
What about that way? That way would be longer.
Oh, right, okay, so we need to check that.
Wait, what happened?
So this is
We have to undo it though, right?
8.5 inches, or 1.5 feet
Yeah.
taller. But they're thinking, what if it's sideways this way? So you'd measure 9 feet, even with just the,
Yeah, well, see, no, it's different. That was on the convex side,
right.
and I did it like, yeah, we just have to go this way for this, like the hypotenuse or whatever it is,
So
yeah.
it's still 7 feet, even like,
Okay, so it can't go through the door, so we have to disassemble it, we know that.
yeah.
So Monday, probably the first thing we need to do when we go for install is meet here and disassemble this. Does this
Yes.
seem difficult to disassemble? Do we know?
I've never done it before. I wonder if, because it's mostly just, should be just parts like this sliding off of here.
Right? That's what it looks like to me, but,
Yeah, so that should just,
oh,
Maybe
I
it
see
even
it, look,
folds even
look,
in.
look. It's this, watch.
yeah.
See how this comes apart?
Yeah,
So
this
you-
whole
this
thing
just
would just
lifts
has
up.
to lift up off
Yes.
the whole.
The whole thing
the whole
lifts up
side
and
of
off,
the
and then
entire
it comes,
And
apart.
these have a,
Okay,
see there's a switch right there.
okay,
Right,
Okay.
there's a button.
there is a
Opens
button,
that
okay.
So
there.
if you take that top part off, or?
Looks like it.
this whole thing will have to come off, the whole front will come off.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
front comes
The
off,
whole
and
front.
then it looks like these are, and then it looks like this folds, maybe?
Right,
It's a good thing
yeah,
we're
these
gonna
will
do
fold.
it right away and get it in
Yeah,
there, and then
yeah.
that way if we have any, because we're gonna have to put the
Oh,
fabric
yeah,
on.
definitely
the
The fabric will
first-
be
first
probably
day.
assembled on it
While
in
it's in there.
Yeah.
Right.
It shouldn't be a problem with staple gun
Okay,
and,
okay.
you know, black duct tape, whatever. But
Yeah,
hopefully
we
it's
could
staple
use,
gun.
we could use black duct tape. I mean, that would be fine, but, yeah. Or even upholstery needles in some way, but
Okay.
then how would they stick? Okay, all right, let's get this back where it belongs.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do travel vouchers for you guys. Natasha, did you sign your travel voucher?
No.
Okay, if you could do that for me, it's on the table. Matt, you signed yours, right?
Nope, I need to sign mine.
Okay,